brothers and sisters, sorry if that's too loud. We are back with another EBX and Lord Lamont show. Thus, father and son discussion. Got Lord Lamont in the building.
What's up, everybody?
Yep. And he didn't make it. I think it's how long has this been? But one weekend we didn't have a discussion.
Yeah, we had skipped one.
Yeah.
Took a break, and now we're back here.
Yeah, and the weather kind of got in the way, as I had told people before the last podcast I did. I know Lord Lamont, he'll get in that cold, but I didn't want him to get all in that cold, so that's the only reason I didn't have him come through. It was extremely cold last weekend. I didn't even get out.
It's finally feeling like winter.
I think I got everything done real early and got my ass back in the house. It was freezing. It was cold. But we here, salute to the current subscriber, new subscriber. Anybody that view, Lord Lamont and I, we thank you and salute you. And may we continue on, being the best of ourselves. And as you can see on the banner here is a representation of a solid place of meditation and where nothing can penetrate our thoughts, our mind, body, and soul. So that's what this represents on the banner and their thumbnail. And it's a depiction of Kemet. That's part of Kemet is what it's supposed to be, a depiction of, with the pyramid in the background and the beautiful sun. So that's what this represents. Because this is what I feel like when my son and I talk. It's like therapy and meditation and talk about, ourselves and things and ways of the world, person, place, or things, what we do. So as it says on the thumbnail, the power of deflection. We're going to get into that and deflect things we don't need in our mind, body, and soul, and be trailblazers in this life. So I got some things that I'm going to converse with Lord Lamont on. But first, we're going to kick it off with Lord Lamont. How you doing? How you and Trish doing? Y'all doing all right? He was just telling me they getting ready to go to Nebraska, where he was talking about he used to walk through the forest. We talked about on the podcast how he used to be in the woods and play with his buddies, and rest in peace and in power to his friends that's no longer with him either. Because I think you talked about a couple friends. Were they from Nebraska? Remember we talking about friends we had that took themselves out.
Nebraska.
Yeah, so I'll let you finish. Yep. So you and Trish doing okay, and
yeah, we're excited. Got this trip coming up, going to see the family and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
You know how it is at Christmas time. It's the snow is finally on the ground, so it's feeling like it's winter is here.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
I think we came into 2025 with a bang. I think Lord Lamont and I we come into this year swinging.
Yeah, it's been a good year for sure.
Yeah, this was I think this
fighting
not
back.
Right, and I don't think it's just us. I think it's a lot of us. This was I don't know, a kind of a reflection year of all the fires. That's why I said trailblazers. We are trailblazers. We have been trailblazers, and we are. Real talk, when we really think back. I always say the fires we blaze through. So, yeah, I think you and Trish's story is amazing. How y'all met and y'all still together, and it's just amazing. People we never seen ever in our life. We move to a city or something, and we run into this individual and end up building with them, and it's just amazing, things that happen down the road. Yep, and what's the sign? Who'd you say? You said Trish knows the person that makes the signs. Lord Lamont had a sign made that has EBX and Lord Lamont on it.
Yeah, Pajama Plasma Products. It's her dad's retirement thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
so it's like a hobby.
Makes metal work.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, so we'll have to have that in the banner sometime or thumbnail. He sent a picture of it, but it's sideways, so I don't know if I'll be able to screenshot it. But it's dope though. It's made out of wood. It's a EBX and Lord Lamont. Yeah, so that's dope. Him and Trish doing all right, and they getting ready to go to Nebraska, and some more new experiences they can add on to their life. Something else they can talk about later on down the road. When we went to Nebraska. Yeah, so that's, and how many years did you stay in Nebraska?
10 years.
10 years? Oh, so you had a lot of good experience, good and bad. That's dope.
Maybe more than that too.
So Nebraska kind of made you. You learned a lot from Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, yeah. You darn Skippy. Yeah. So that's what's up. You know, I always ask Lord Lamont how he doing, and his brother doing all right. Ethan, I was just with Ethan and his siblings probably about a couple of hours ago, and we all went out and did the shopping thing. It's something we do all the time. I just took them out and get them away from the house, and we went out. It was a city trend, and I took them to GameStop, stuff like that. We always go there. Let them get a few things for kind of an early Christmas. I really don't do Christmas like that, but I still get, give people money and get gifts and stuff like that. So I ain't no Grinch, but we get a little bit more knowledgeable. You kind of see holidays for what they are, but I try to at least make it fun for the kids, give them something to be happy about and look forward to. But moving on, because Lord Lamont and I, we teachers. We ain't no preachers. We teaching here because we was taught. Yep, and I was wanting to speak on feeling good energy and good vibes from people, because we always talk about toxic things and negative stuff. Like, I feel good energy from you. Like me and you do this, and like some family members, even people we can see online. Somebody we like, though, not no nonsense.
I think it has to do with like what people have in their head, how they feel, the type of person they are, like some people exude good energy, and others don't, you know, and I think it's because it's all about what we allow in our brains,
right?
What our morals are, and where we align ourselves, or where ourselves align, in that spectrum of like good and evil.
Yeah, that's a good feeling though, to feel like somebody uplift you, make you feel enthusiastic. I brought that up because the comedian Black Ron. He's a known comedian, but I just never heard of him. And when I heard him, I feel so fired up after listening to him. And it's a comedian. You would have thought he was an activist or something, but they call him the Malcolm X of comedy. And when you listen to him, man, I'm telling you, and there's no holds barred, there's no fear, and it just make you want to just go out and just face the world after listening to him. So that's what I mean. It's good to, even people we haven't met, we see online or something. Somebody real though, and that's true to their soul. Exactly. You feel it. You do. Like speakers we listen to, that content creators, the ones that's real.
When it's genuine, you can feel that shit.
Yeah. So that's just my way of letting teachers out there know, because I listen too, and I remember when I didn't speak and I just listened, but I'm just letting teachers know, hey, I listen, I feel the energy from people. Like it's this sister I listen to, she got a channel called Walk Heavy, and man, she just, I don't know, it's just something about her, and she always smiling. Now I think she claims Christianity, but she's not. She like one of them real Christians. She's not. She's more than, she goes above and beyond just a religion. You know what I mean? She gets, there I go saying, no, you know what I mean. I said I'm gonna stop saying that. But you have to look her up. It's called Walk Heavy, and she's
Walk Heavy. What's her name?
That's just the name of the channel, Walk Heavy. And she just, I don't know. She not just that she's attractive. She is beautiful too, but her whole aura, her whole spirit, it's just the way she teach, man. It just, and she be right on point. I'm like, wow, everything she says I resonate with. It's like, wow, she's so powerful. You can listen to like 1 minute of her and be like, whoa. Like she ain't even finished it. It could be 30 minutes. She ain't even get to the rest of her what she got to say, and then just, she already touches you just the moment you click on. So yeah, because I've been trying to listen to females and sisters too, that be speaking and uplifting, and she just be speaking on chosen ones and stuff like that. But I know it's a lot of content creators that that call their channels chosen ones or whatever, but you run across some of them that they be resonating, man. They be saying some stuff like, whoa, so she one of them sisters. So I spoke on her before. It's called Walk Heavy, and man, I love her channel. Yeah, and how she speaks and how she bring it. Yeah, so that's why I brought up the feeling the power of energy, of righteous energy from another family or brother or sister. One just got that good vibration. That's a good feeling. Yep. And the channel I was telling you about before, called Black Balloon, What are you thinking about? What do you think about the debate of the world being round or flat? What do you think about that debate?
I think it's ridiculous.
You think so?
Yeah.
You know what? I thought that too, but it's always been in the back of my mind. You know what make me? Cause that's a tough subject. It really is. Cause even the dude in Black Balloon said that he wasn't even trying to push. He just going off what he believed. But you know what made me think that the world might be flat and it's a dome over us? You know what made me think that might be possible? When you go stand at the edge of a lake or an ocean and you look up and you look beyond, it looks like a dome.
Yeah.
Think about it. When you had to, I mean, it's got to be a big lake. I mean, a major ocean. You know what I'm saying? Stand at the edge of it and just look out and look up into the sky. It looked like a big ass dome. And it goes, I don't know, it's so huge and big. And I was like, wow. But I was like, I was like, it makes you wonder. And the dude in Black Balloon, he said his beliefs, he said he don't think that it's the earth that evolves around in the universe. He said he think it's layers. He said he think we're surrounded by water. That's why the sky is blue. He said he think there's dimensions like way deep under the water. There's other worlds like Atlantis and shit like that we can't even see. He said he think we're just one of those levels. I was like, wow. But these are theories and stuff. I mean, they ain't like they're facts, but because that's something that B.O.B. used to talk about. Everybody thought B.O.B. was crazy. He used to speak on that kind of shit. But if you really think about it, and really, it's like, it makes you wonder. It makes you wonder because he said, what's that saying? As below, as above, below.
Yeah, as above, so below.
Yeah, he said everything is in layers. He said we just go to different dimensions and levels. I was like, wow. So, but that's neither here nor there. I was just wondering what you think. Let me see. I wrote down the world being flat or round. Are we living under a dome? That's why then I wrote one, when we stand out on the edge of an ocean or a lake and you look out, I swear that's what it looks like. Because it's round. It's like a big giant ass fucking dome. And how many times, Lord Lamont, me and you said that we're living in what'd you say the kind of world we was living in? Not saying that saying you were saying the world was flat, but you said we was living in some kind of world. We're not even. This not like the real thing. Some shit you said, and it made sense.
What about this, how we live, how the universe is ever expanding.
Now we know it's the Matrix, but it's something deeper than that.
Right. It's like realities and dimensions that are overlaid onto one another.
That's what he said.
Different versions.
He said everything is in layers.
Yes, yeah. It is. And stacked together, and it's all happening at the same time.
That's exactly what he said.
And even the stuff that isn't happening, that's also part of it too. And it all comes together, yeah.
Right. And
it's a fractal. It fractals
right.
out.
And he wasn't pushy with it. He was just just making people wonder, think. And he showed a graph of it. Yeah. I was like, wow, damn. It's almost like I didn't want to believe it, but it's like it almost makes sense.
It does.
Because how do we really know? They've hidden so much shit from us. How do we know?
That's all the most important information they've hidden.
Right. Now, I'm not going to go around saying, hey, y'all, did you know what? I'm not going to go around saying that. But
books and shit like alchemy and all that stuff. And look at it, still survived.
Yeah.
And now it's, talked about in, magic as well. All that shit comes from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, because one guy that was on there that was speaking, he said there is no outer space. I was thinking to myself, what if it's both? What if it's an outer space and we're inside water, inside a dome?
Exactly.
Space could be on the outside of it.
Exactly. It could really, you never know when you keep going.
Could be both. Yeah.
We could be in a bubble.
Yeah.
In an infant tiny speck bubble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, to our universe. And by comparison, it's a fucking micro neutron in another universe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That can be zoomed in, and guess
Right.
what? If you zoom in on that,
right.
there's a fucking trillion other
That's true.
micro proton neutron universes
Right.
within it.
Cause,
you know,
cause that's because that's what he was saying, and another brother, he was saying there is no space. You can't just flat out say that.
That is what space is,
right?
And that's what people fucking fail to excuse my language, but that's what people fail to understand.
Yeah,
is that it's not that we're in a vacuum of space, which although we are,
right?
But it's that you're not thinking about what space means.
Right.
Space.
Wow. I never really thought about it like that myself.
Space. So to take up space.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what goes within space, when you start thinking about that, then you see that it's layered. And then you get the idea of what it's talking about.
Right.
What people are talking about.
Right.
And what we're seeing in
the
satellite.
So it's really no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of being aware. Of being knowledgeable. So it's really no right or wrong answer because it's really a complex thing.
Exactly, and it's different parts of the same vehicle.
I think so. So that's why I say that's a tough one. I mean, he said that he's like, that's a tough subject there. That's even scientists that really don't have too many answers for that one.
Right.
And if they do, a lot of them ain't gonna. They keep it to themselves.
They do, because there's a popular opinion of scientism and what is accepted as science and what's not.
Right. And he said they talked about. I don't know much about Alaska, but they were saying something about Alaska is a key to a lot of things. I have to, because I don't want to be giving no misinformation, but Alaska has something to do with it, or Antarctica, or something.
Probably was Antarctica.
Yeah, maybe it was Antarctica.
There's a lot of conspiracy behind Antarctica.
You see, now I don't know much about that kind of stuff, but they touched on that, and it had something to do with the world being flat and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they got into some deep shit. I was like, whoa! I was like a kid glued to the TV. Man, the stuff they was saying, it was deep. You know, like I said, it really ain't no right or wrong answer. It's just a matter of how much knowledge we know, how further down the rabbit hole we willing to go to find out things, you know. So but they was really against, there is no space. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I really can't say yay or nay, you know. So, but I was just wondering what you thought about that. That was something I came across.
We see space at night.
Yeah.
When we look into the sky.
Yeah.
But it's all about perception.
Yeah. Everybody has their journey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody has their journey. Yeah, cause I try to share, what I learned, like with you and people who listen and stuff like that. But I don't ever get to a point like, no, it's this and it's not that. Mm-hmm. People have to find out themselves. You have to let people find out on their own. I learned that. Yeah, that's why I say the power of deflection. You gotta watch what, like I always say about our psyche. Watch what goes in, what goes out. That's real as you get up in age, get a little older. Yeah. I mean, people we listen to online, all that shit, everything. You have to sift through everything we listen to, see, hear, and feel. Yeah.
How it affects people.
Yeah. Just like what that little conversation we just had about the world being round and being flat. Some people will get into a big ass argument over shit like that, big ass debate. No, there's no reason. Just we both give our points and. Like when you started out, as soon as you said, I asked you, you was like, that sounds ridiculous. Now you hear me say, no, it ain't. It's flat. I didn't get all mad. No, we talked about it and see what both of our views was, and that's it. Because again, there's really no right or wrong answer. It really isn't. Because everything we said could be true. It could be a dome and in outer space, or we could be inside water. We just don't know, right? We just don't know. Yeah. Right, Lord Lamont?
Right.
Yeah, so why get into a frenzy over something we got some knowledge about, but we don't have complete knowledge about it? And we probably go to our grave never knowing. So why argue about it? You know what I mean?
Right. Some people love to jump the gun, though.
Yeah. I mean, so. Yeah, but I tell you, the further we go down, the further we seekers of knowledge, the more we'll find out, the more we'll come into. And the circles we connect to, teachers around us, people we can learn from, Well, let me see where we at. Yeah, okay. Toward the middle, I do got a surprise song I want to play, and one song I made. But I don't want to touch too much on this celeb shit that's going on. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the Diddy situation and 50 getting a documentary. Yeah, I'm sure you heard the reckoning.
Yeah, with 50 and his Diddy's son. Now they're beefing.
Yeah, and
Started all this?
Cat Williams and somebody else. Cat Williams in particular said there's 7 people missing from the documentary. And in Sister Bev I work with, we were talking about why is he doing this documentary? What's the reason behind it?
I saw the pictures. I don't know if it was AI, but it looked like he was having a good old time in prison.
Who's that?
Diddy.
Yeah, and you know there's theories out there saying that Diddy's being cloned. Kanye said that that's not him in the penitentiary. I saw that. He said he don't think that's Diddy. That's possible. They wicked like that, bro. Real talk. He had a lot of connections. Not to mention blackmail, allegedly. And you know what though? You know, they were saying it was 7. We ain't gonna stay on this too long. I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. But there was 7 victims not accounted for. 2 of them me and you discussed. Meek Mill and Bieber. Remember we discussed them on the platform? How we felt sorry for them. Now, I was listening to a narrator and she was talking about the reason why they didn't uncover 7 names on there in the documentary, because it would be traumatizing. Wouldn't you agree with that, Lord Lamont?
Yeah.
And I thought about that. I said, wow, that makes sense. Because me and Bev was thinking, is 50, why is 50 doing this? You know, and is he trying to, you know, and why didn't he have certain people on the documentary? But the lady broke it down. When you really think about Justin Bieber's situation and Meek Mill, it really is traumatizing.
Oh, hell yeah. They don't want to talk about that shit.
And they said they didn't want to open up.
They're not ready to talk about that shit.
And they said they would just be reliving those wounds.
2 years ago, Justin Bieber was on Instagram talking about, should I kill myself, da-da-da-da-da, on all kind of drugs. And everybody's, oh my God, what happened to Justin?
He snapped out of it though, didn't he? He snapped back.
Haley, once he married Haley Baldwin, and she really like got his life back on track. But he put her through hell, and everybody was all like, "Oh, she needs to leave him," and da 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 da. He ain't good for her.
But they're doing good now though, right? No,
I think they're still together. Okay. Yeah.
They say Meek Mill was doing all right, so he's still living his life.
Yeah,
but people won't leave that shit alone.
But right, exactly.
So
it's a joke to a lot of people.
And that's what Bieber said. They showed him in the, I think it was some TMZ clip or something. He said, "Oh, y'all just want money." They was trying to take pictures. He like, "Y'all just want money. Y'all just care about money." And, you know, he right. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad they didn't put certain individuals in there. There's some names that came up. Kevin Hart's name was one of them. You know, and they said they didn't want to trauma. They didn't want them to relive that trauma. Because when you really think about it. Because we on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? When you really think about it, woo, they went through some terrible shit. You know, something that's gonna bother them for the rest.
Riches and fame.
And that's gonna bother them for the rest of their life. You know, so my empathy came out after that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, they're right. It's not that they're hiding it, but eventually it's gonna come out. You know, whoever got a hold of them tapes. Any of that secret shit, because if 50 can get a hold of it, you know what I'm saying? So, just may that great divine be with them, protect them, because they were victims. But I have to say, you had to see signs somewhere. Come on now, Lord Lamont, how many times you done been in a situation when something didn't feel right and you got the fuck out of it? You got to fuck away from it. I mean, we all get them signs.
Yeah, you gotta.
Come on now.
Intuition. That's like your neural link to God.
Yeah, and there that word neural is, because you read about physics and neural pathways and all that type of shit. I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like we said, if the old diddler never got caught or any of this shit, you know, would they have spoke up? Well, some people did. Some people were.
Not Kevin. You just said his name. Why can't I?
Meek Mill?
No.
Kevin Hart?
No.
Bieber?
No. Cat Williams.
Oh.
Cat been saying shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Even Tupac. Tupac said years ago.
Yeah.
And you know it's that shit starting to circle back
around. A lot of people actually, matter of fact, years ago said all that shit about Diddy. Actually, now that you said that, that just reminded me of that. Back in the day is what everybody used to say about Diddy. That he was gay, he was fruity, and he was raping motherfuckers, man.
Yeah,
and that he had kidnapped Biggie, basically.
Yeah.
And had him in some kind of weird gay relationship shit.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Guess what photo is circling around right now? It got Snoop, Steve Harvey, and the old Diddler in the picture. So Snoop name is coming back up. Remember that podcast we did with him and Tupac on the banner? Yeah. We talking about you can't hide what's inside.
Yeah.
And I actually felt bad because I was like, I ain't trying to expose my.
Right,
but
I love Tupac.
This shit coming back around. It's back out again. His name is floating around out there now. They talking about
what's up with that fucking picture, man.
And they saying him. Now this is alleged. Now they saying him and Diddy might have something to do with Tupac and Biggie's death.
Hell yeah, they did. I know they did. It's already all out there. They done already snitched it. Snoop Dogg's cousin done got high and drunk one day and was like, fuck it, and told the whole shit and put it on YouTube, bro. And it was on there. And talking about the detailing, and he was on the motherfucking phone with Snoop Dogg while it was going on.
Wow. Well, I guess
that's why Suge didn't get shot. He was like, don't shoot Suge.
Wow.
Suge's in the car right next to Tupac there at this light.
I know that. Wow. Talk about premeditated. Wow. All that. Wow. How could somebody be that diabolical? I like, God dang.
Right.
Jeez.
When you really look at it, there's all the little parts that don't add up are there. That it's like, oh.
So you can't trust anybody that stood next to Diddy, basically. And, you know, something that people were saying in the media, they said, why is blacks always, somebody said, why is blacks always exposing blacks? No. Like I heard this brother say, no. P. Diddy is the bottom. Like, let's look at the pyramid scheme thing. P. Diddy is the bottom. He's a gateway.
Exactly. P. Diddy, it's the fall guy.
Exactly.
P. Diddy, if he's not a Fed agent that's been put there by the government and the good parts of the people that are like, nigga, we gotta figure this shit out.
But see, and you know what? See,
if he wasn't by them, and it's just, he's really just a fall guy for that fucking evil order of people.
Right. And that's what people don't understand. It will get to the other one, the weakest that be. It will get to them. That's their doorway. That's why they shutting everything down, because they know once they start opening up that Pandora box on P. Diddy, it's just going to make its way to politicians, other celebrities, and it's going to work its way up. Yep. That's the thing. See, that's what people not seeing.
Because now we're all going to wonder, well, who all is doing what?
Right. Because I hear people saying, why they ain't talking about Epstein? It'll get to that. It goes in steps. But it's just starting with P. Diddy.
You got to remember the Epstein files, in many ways, was the start of all of this. Yeah. And the whole Weinstein trial thing.
You have to start somewhere. It just happened to be a brother.
And if you look, exactly. And it's now that piece is falling on Diddy because his name and Jay-Z's name and all their names came up on them Epstein lists.
And people giving, now I know he was very influential and manipulative and all that, but people like looking at him like he this big powerful person. No, he's not. He's at the bottom. Right. No, the wealthiest.
So why is he doing this? Is what, you know?
Right.
Who is he doing it for? Why? Who are all these people, and who do they know? And now who is blackmailing them basically by getting these tapes?
Because it goes way deeper than Diddy. He a small piece on. He a small pawn on the board.
It's just a freaky ass nigga that was into some freaky shit, and somebody was able to see that and use it to their advantage.
I would say Clyde Davis and anybody above him. Them the ones that people need. That's what it's gonna get to, and that's what they're trying to stop. Like I said, that pyramid. They don't want people to get up. They want everybody to look at P. Diddy and everybody down there at the bottom. They don't want people to keep on digging. You know, so That I didn't want to touch on that too much, but I heard that in the media. People was like, man, they always exposing black people. Won't they expose
and as far as that goes,
the elites?
That's just another way too of racist America trying to break down the black family.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't want to touch on that too much, but I had celebrities in a frenzy. Yeah, celebrity drama. Holy crap! I don't want to touch on that, but I'm sure you've seen that out there. But I'm glad some stuff, don't need to be talked about. Like the lady said that they didn't want Beaver and Meek Mill and a lot of others. They didn't put them in that documentary because they didn't want to traumatize them. They'd been traumatized enough, and they were victims, even though some of them at some point had to have known. I mean, they got to take some accountability. Come on now. At some point, when something ain't right. Even if it sacrifice you losing your money, your career, I'm sorry.
And what's crazy is if you go back and you look at these old Nickelodeon shows and these old Cartoon Network shows, not the cartoon ones, obviously, but
some
back in my day, right, and even some of the cartoon shows too, but there was a lot of like telling signs.
It was.
And scenes and improv parts where actors said something, or where if you look, you'll see some like of the one dude grabbing her ass or some shit, and the dude like hitting his fucking hand like off of her, the one dude, and that's why the one dude stayed in iCarly. Was to keep the one Russo dude or whatever away from the girls.
Right. Yeah.
Because he kept raping them, dude.
Let me see. We're gonna get to this hip hop break. But yeah, I wouldn't want nobody, because people be getting, and I always said, I don't like people to go viral off somebody's life, off the expense of somebody's life, so that's why some of those victims, they need to go on, people need to let them live their lives, Yep, so I guess we'll get to this hip hop break. One more thing that I wanted to speak on that was so fucking bizarre, that was on Black Balloon. He be catching some shit. Whoever he got in his camp that be researching, oh my God, they be finding shit, man.
Yeah.
Man, and we talk about how, I don't know what it is with these celebs and these football players, these basketball, what is this weird shit? I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna touch on something, tell you something, that we're gonna get to the hip hop break. He had a clip, I forget what team it was, and they're known basketball players. I think they just won a championship or something. And the one of the basketball players was short, one was tall, and they were all cheering and stuff like that. Do you know one of the basketball players came behind the other one, took his thumb, put it in between his cheeks in front of the whole world? Like nobody wasn't gonna see it.
That's crazy.
And the dude was like, before he showed the video, and I'm sure it's viral. I'm sure it's all over the media, but I can't remember who it was. But and the dude was like, before he showed the video, he's like, look, I don't know what this shit would, when I'm about to show y'all, I've never accidentally done this. I don't know how nobody can accidentally do this. I don't know. I had to make sure I saw what I saw, but I want y'all to see this and let me know what you think. And he showed it a couple times. And he did. And then I don't, what the hell is wrong with these celebrities and these basketball players? But he showed it a couple times, and sure enough, the dude, I remember the guy in front was real short, and the guy behind him was real tall. He literally took his thumb, put it in between his ass cheeks. He snuck it in there, and dude turned around. He turned around all hysterical and looked at him, but he didn't show no more of it after that. It was just that little segment. But that was another thing I saw in the media. Yeah, just took his thumb and put it in his ass, and that ain't alleged. That really fucking happened. I saw it. I was like, what the fuck is going on with these NBA players, these NFL? What the fuck is going on? These celebs. What is with this fruity, this weird shit?
I don't know.
Where is it coming from? And why? Didn't I seen a picture of a football player? He was in a wedding dress, and the coach was beside him on the magazine cover. I was like, what the fuck? I think it was an old picture. Yeah, because I was listening to another platform, and the dude was just going through showing, he had a compilation video, and he was showing all the sports players that ever wore dresses, from football players to basketball players. Deion Sanders, he was in a dress. I seen it. It was in the video clip. Yeah, it's like a ritual, like you said. You said that, didn't you?
Yeah, humiliation thing.
Then you had the football player that's in the media here recently, Deion Sanders' son. He bent over, and it looked like he had a thong on. That went viral.
Yeah, it's a humiliation ritual thing.
And everybody said that. Even in the comments, the dude made a video. That's what he said. Yeah, because they said he was an awesome. I don't know much about football.
Because I guess once you do that, you separate yourself.
No, you initiate it.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And you've separated yourself from the regular people.
Yeah, so they showed the football player and another, I guess, a good best friend of his. He's like, no, man, I hurt my back. And they talked about how some of these sport players be faking injuries. Like Derrick Rose. You remember how Derrick Rose was always fucking hurt? Yeah. He was always hurt or injured. And he was one of the best basketball players. Yeah. But it's like, I'm going to...
lazy.
Right. I'm going to say alleged. But they say they took him through a humiliation ritual. And they said after this, whoever this guy was, that looked like he had a thong on. I guess after that, he became, one of the best football players, and he's good now. And I don't know. This is just shit I see in the media. So, and this was on Black Balloon too. He showed this on Black Balloon. I like Black Balloon. You ought to watch that platform. It's called Black Balloon. He a cool brother, cool light skinned dude, got a beard, and you can tell he just be. He be like us. He can't believe what he's saying. You can't make this shit up. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in this world. Like, men are losing their fucking masculinity. Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell? Why would you do that right on TV in front? Why would you do it at all? Right. But literally, dude, the whole world. Man, they got what they call them screens in the football.
Jumbotron.
Exactly. So somebody gonna see you putting a thumb with somebody's ass on a jumbotron.
Like they right there.
That man, Lord, that's why I put celebrity drama. Oh my God, man. May that great divine protect them, please. God protect us. Please. All right, I'm gonna get to this hip hop break, and I didn't got no spell breaker statements, and then I did have a summary on spiritual power.
It's our church.
Really?
That's across the street. Boom! Look.
From here.
Third, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, brothers and sisters, I stay across the street from a school/church, and they literally showing it on TV, and it's right across the street from our house. Wow, it's called Mount Calvary Lutheran School. Wow, I just seen a school right across the street from my house, or our house. It just showed on TV commercial. Wonder what that means. Think that means something? Wow, they must be a good school. All right, brothers and sisters, we're going to get back to, I do want to get into being a trailblazer. I'm going to kind of touch on that. I'll just kind of touching on some things that's going on in the world and things Lord Lamont thought about the world being flat or round. I just touched on it. Like I said, ain't no right or wrong answer for that. Very complex subject. Maybe something at a later date, me and him will do a little more research and go a little deeper and come back and speak on that, because that was just off the head. All right, when we get to this hip hop break, I got a surprise song for I'm about to call you Ethan. For Brother Lord Lamont, General Lord Lamont. I gotta get over here and see Ethan. Let me see. I did pick him up earlier, so that kind of make up. Yeah, I said, well, I see him a little bit earlier. Then that way, they be didn't see me. He be didn't see me. Some part of the day. All right. He won't feel like he ain't seen me all day. All right. Let me see. Turn this down. All right. The first song, Lord Lamont. No, this is the second song Lord Lamont and I did. And it's called Your Mind Right. And this is a song he produced. And what was the name of that? I'm going to turn this up a little bit. What was the name of that? The brother you got that beat from for that song? Was it Gold? It was Golden Child or something? Remember what his name was?
Yeah, Golden Child.
Was it Golden Child? Oh, I said it right. I mentioned it before, and I was wondering if I said it right. I said it right. Cool. So salute to Golden Child. Some of these people I be naming, I gotta freaking look them up, find them. Shoot, like the Black Lab who produced L'Oreal Lyrical's music. Rest in peace and in power. Yeah, because I think that girl in there, Sam K, I think she is Black Lab. I think she's the producer. Yep. All right. Yeah, I gotta look her up, find her. All right. Yep. Salute to Golden Child, who is the beat for this song, but Lord Lamont put it all together. He had the little computer and all. He did all himself, and I just got on here and rap with him. So that's the song coming up, and it was something that was inspired by a brother on the platform I ever spoke on. He told me that one time. He said, "Keep your mind right." So get everything right. And we'll be back after this. And I want to get into the power of deflection, how important it is, and speak on about us being trailblazers in this life and all that stuff we talked about, how we sift through stuff like that. Stay on course. Be back after this. Your mind right. Myself and Lord Lamont.
Yeah. Man, there's so much going on out here today. You know? That's why I do what I do. Real talk. Sometimes I just be wanting to put the mic down, like, man, I can't. Too old for this, bro. It's in me. But just stuff that comes in you sometimes, you just, when you got a gift, had a cousin tell me one time, you gotta share it. So everybody, get your mind right. Take a look around. And then somebody dies. Take the time, man. Get your mind right. For my brothers and sisters that's out there struggling, take the time, get your mind right. Take a look around. Man, yeah. Somebody dies. That's why I do what I do. How I get up on the bike, I continue to school. But I don't think that I'm better than you. I want you to win and never be confused. Yeah, be a good woman, man, be a good dude. I'ma tell you something, yeah, conducive to you. I will never let you down, making sure I stay around. I lift your spirits up every time I'm on the sound. It's EBXCARES, yeah, I don't know what's next. I'm going for perfection, yeah, that's air. I got love, yeah, all up in the air. I won't stop, yeah, I'm a rock, I'm a lion, roar. I'm staying like this, and in this life, man, I don't see no quit. I see the glory in my creator, making me greater, born and raised indicator. I'm still rocking in the mill, doing what I will. I'm in a heart like steel. I gotta be strong, it's people that depend on me. I gotta be a beast, man, while I'm in these streets. It's killing and shooting and hurting, and it's all I see. In this life, ain't no devil ever get to me. I never flee, I stay like this, and yeah, what's next? I'm staying me, yeah, EBXCARES, let's go.
Hey, if it ain't stressful, then something ain't right. I ain't gonna lie, but you know what? Take it, you turn it into good stress, it'll build you. I mean, you know, it is what it is. Everything can be positive or negative. So I hope all your negatives turn them into positive, and you continue to prosper, because you deserve it.
From placenta to winner, I came out the box staying cold like it was winter. Born sinner, this ain't J. Cole world, but it's a cold ass world for a nigga. Sometimes we feel like we in hell. I've been had a grimace since day one. I've been A1, even when I doubted it. That's the power in belief of self and well, the righteous well. I was up late nights trying to get it. Hitting bombs, streaming the freaking the baddest bitches, and making $1 million. Plus some my niggas win. No minus, I'm sick, jaundice, nigga sinus. I be myself, stunting with the globe. Whew. On my back, Atlas, once lost with no atlas, but at last I found myself a big ups to the family. No, we loco, crazy with it, oh no. It just comes automatic, my stab is multifaceted, full of beauty, truth, pain, and madness. I hope you get the picture, no static. I want no static, only globes with the man on circular. Nigga, catch me in rotation, heavy facing life on my own terms. This is my vertical, I'm about to flip the realest. First, you know I'm the driver, but been a rider. Hey, I just wanna do my thing.
Let it rain.
Clean and clear, my inventions pop crystal. Here I'm soul, I rock. On nights like this I stand and hell at the moon and shit. Like what I mean is I'm a dog with my platoon and shit. Like dog, I got the meanest shit that you ever heard. It's all perspective, I'm sorry for flexing. It's just a part of complexion. My mind's a tech, a weapon. I vex niggas, no second guessing. I'm hitting switches, I've been hitched in with the business since mama was whooping my ass up with the switches. Now look at me, the boy hitting switches.
Mom used to whoop that ass up with them switches. Looking down the boy hitting switches. I think I did that last time I played that. Yep, that was I always call that Lord Lamont's transformation song. Yep. His mind, I'm sure, is a little different now than it was then. What do you think? A little different, maybe. Another level. We won't say different, just another level.
Yeah, right.
Another level.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. We all go through our transformation. All right, and that song was how many years ago was that? Well, I uploaded it. Well, I don't wanna, cause I had to do too much. All right, but I think that was what 5 years ago, 4 years maybe. We made that song.
Yeah.
Wow. It's been that dang on long. Holy crap. All right, next song is Keep Going, god dang it. Once we get to a righteous space in our life, we keep on going. Keep on leveling up. All right, then we're going to get back to being a trailblazer, and we're going to talk about the power of deflection. Lord Lamont and I. Back after this, generals.
Gotta keep going. No such thing as slowing. Idiots, you gotta keep going. No such thing as slowing. You gotta keep going. Hey, no such thing as slowing. Yeah. We gotta keep going. Idiots. Keep up what you do, making sure that we never lose. Making sure in this life never be the fool. Gotta be happy, no time to have to ever have no blue. Got my family in me, and you got it too. Stay righteous in this life, making sure we keep the righteous tools. Ever not stop this, I'ma stay around, making this positive sound. I'ma stay here in this life, stay tough, and I'll stay down. I'ma do what I got to do, I'ma stay here, never having no fear. I'm glad I got my family, looking at myself yet in the mirror. Woo! Gotta keep going. Hey, you got no time for slowing. You gotta keep going. EBX, no such thing as slowing. Gotta be beast, making sure in this life, man, gotta be free. Making sure my kids grow up and making sure that they see. Keep going up real high, making sure that I stay in this life. If I'm a single man, it's okay if I don't got a wife. Cause I got that God in me, making sure I stay in the streets. And this is who I be, never will stop on the MIC. I got that God moving on, yeah, I'm in my zone. I got that steel, man, that's flowing on through my bones. And gotta keep going. I got no time for slowing. EBX, I gotta keep going. Hey, yeah. You ever give up in this life? You never know what that great divine has lying ahead. Gotta keep going. Ain't got no time for slowing. Gotta keep moving. Gotta keep grooving. There ain't no losing. Hey, gotta keep going. I got no time for slowing. EBX, salute.
I freestyled that too. I went in that day. I was feeling it. I don't know what I like them days like that. Don't always be able to have them.
Right.
Yeah. Let me see. Some days I can just jump on and just be in alignment. Some days it take a little work. Let me see. Get back to the old Mo to the Joe so we can talk about the power of deflection, all this crap. Yep, that's something that impresses me about Lord Lamont. Lord Lamont, how do you deflect a lot of shit you don't need in your system and in your mind and what you see, hear, and feel in this crazy ass complex world we live in? What's your secret to maintain it? Because I always tell everybody how you a strong mother hubber.
Positivity.
Okay.
Not letting anybody decide for me.
Yeah.
Or react or make me react.
Right. And you learn that positivity is a way of life, not something where we let person, place, or thing run over us. I had to learn that actually. Yeah, you can still use positive energy for that too. So I had to learn that. Gotta have a little tough love in this life, because some people, like you said, them what's them brothers you had to? That was funny though. Dad, he was on the porch crying. Was he on the porch crying, Lord Lamont? The brother you had to put out. He said, "You come in here, I'll fucking kill you." That motherfucker. What did he say? He stayed on the porch. You say he was crying on the porch, waiting on the cops. And he didn't even want that to happen. He tried to get a dude some leeway. He tried to show him some respect. So he
made me fight him.
He had to spank that ass. So hey, and he sat out on the porch. I just got my ass tore up. Why did I fuck with him? Nah. But nobody wins. But hey, you try to tell him, man, you was in your house. Man got a right to protect his house. I don't give a damn. Like I'll never, like I don't consider myself no gangster. I'm this big bad tough guy. But I tell you one thing, my house, you might have to kill me up in here.
Exactly.
Fuck that. You just gonna have to kill me.
Exactly.
Because if you can't get no peace at home,
exactly,
where the fuck else you gonna get it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta fight for your right.
Yeah. Yeah. And I always go back to what you said. Pop, you don't ever have anyone over here. You don't ever have anyone come by.
I see why.
Yeah. And that go for females too.
Yeah.
Because females,
females will do the same shit though. And a female is just as quick trying to call somebody up here.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Or just be on something on their own, so themselves. Right. They can just be on something.
Slashing your tires or some shit.
I've lived that before.
Exactly.
I've experienced that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit keyed up.
Yeah.
Good money wasted.
And where that shit come from? Flattening tires and busting. What is that? And some dysfunctional women.
No fucking class.
And some dysfunctional women, they think that's normal. Like you break up with them or something, they be like. Say that again.
Having no fucking class or sense. Because
right.
how the fuck is we supposed to get somewhere?
And them be the ones that can't handle rejection.
Slashing my fucking tires every fucking week.
And think it's normal. Be like, oh, you're breaking up with me? You know I'm gonna slash your tires, right? I'm like, you know that's not normal, right?
Right. Every time we get into a fight,
right.
Breaks me into the
well, they go buy some tires and shit.
Destroys everything and shit.
Yep.
Oh, there goes my savings.
I've experienced that. That's that dysfunction. That's something that's wrong.
There's people who live their whole lives like that.
Yeah. And think that shit's normal.
Talking about she always do this. I've seen Facebook videos of dude watching another person videotaping the female destroying his car, and he just comes out eating something, talking about that's my girl.
Nah.
Oh yeah, she do this.
Then that means he's dysfunctional also.
Exactly. That means that's what they do.
Cause what I like to say, we gonna be old one day. You gotta break that.
Some fucking popcorn like it's a joke.
Wow.
Talking about she always does this.
It ain't no joke when you gotta go put the money into it and get it fixed and all that shit.
And he must have blue cool money or some shit the way his ass was acting.
See,
or he was capping.
Social media, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's what, and that ties right into deflection. Yeah, we gotta be trailblazers out here, real talk.
Make our own way.
Yeah. That's why I was asking how you able to do that, because you can make it, man. You made Milltown look small. You defeated the shit out of Milltown. You defeated this city, man.
Figured out how this city.
You conquered this mother hubba, for real.
Yeah.
Lord Lamont conquered Milltown. Real talk.
I done kicked it on all the sides of the city.
Divine. I think that's kind of in me, you, and your mom. I think we can almost make it anywhere. It might take a little time. Might be a little tough at the beginning. But I don't know. Somehow, some way, we figure it out.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that just comes from being raised like in a hard-bodied place.
Yeah. Because Decatur was a little challenging coming up,
Right, and we're right here in the heart of the Midwest. Like this is where like all the industry is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's not a lot of weakness that gets tolerated out
Yeah.
here.
I always remember that time when I was coming from volunteering. You just out there chilling with your buddies. I rolled by. I was like, oh, hey, what's up, son? Hey, Dad, what's up? Chilling, just chilling.
Yeah, we was at interval. Yeah.
Used to kick it downtown and stuff. Shit. You made Milwaukee your home. Shit. Yeah, he conquered the mill. Real talk. So you got people that's been living here for years and ain't conquered the mill.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move on over and see. I do got a summary on Trailblazers. Let me see. Yeah, we are approaching an hour. All right, we talked about the celeb thing, which is crazy. Again, I just called down protection from that great divine for our brothers and sisters that's been in that industry, and may they find their way and keep peace. Because I really had to think about how I'd be an empath and look at it through their eyes, the horror they faced. Even though some of them got to be accountable, you know. You got some of them. Oh, one person, and one more person I'm gonna talk about, and we're gonna move over to I want to talk about focusing on ourselves, children, and family. It's one person that they had. She even admitted it. That's in one of those tapes that just broke my damn heart. Jaguar Wright.
Damn.
And she was crying her eyes out. It was in one of those podcasts. She said, it's just a tape of me out there. And on the thumbnail, you can see a screenshot of it, but it was a silhouette. It was a silhouette of Diddy's body and a silhouette of Jaguar Wright's body. You know how they show the pictures? The picture was pointing at P. Diddy, and there was a picture of Jaguar Wright pointing at her. I mean, it looked like it was her shape and everything, and she had one leg up and one arm was on his shoulder, and it showed him he was in there. And I felt so bad. But you know what? A lot of people had her back, because I went down through the comments. They all felt bad. It's like, we are so sorry, that she had to experience that. But she admitted it. She didn't hide from it.
At least she didn't.
She said she was crying. She was like, she just cried. She said, it's a tape of me out there. She said, I know it's a tape of me out there. I know people gonna see it. So I think that kind of took the fuel off the fire
Right.
a little bit. Yeah.
Because now people are expecting it, so when they see it, this that tape she was talking
And
about.
another thing I want to reiterate. I want to reiterate before we get off this subject. I forget too. A lot of these victims were under the influence. They were manipulated.
Yeah, a lot of them were
drugged. Yeah. And allegedly, he put it in a lot of stuff. It wasn't just in baby oil and all that shit. It was in the drinks, the food, you know what I mean? The water. You know what I'm saying, Lord Lamont?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she was, and that's back when she was young, I'm sure, and just, like the rest of them, but some of them did know. Like, I'm sorry, Steve Harvey, ain't no excuse for him. He gave his daughter to P. Diddy. It was a stepdaughter, but they show pictures of them out double dating. Steve Harvey with his wife and P. Diddy with Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. And they said allegedly she went through the son too. P. Diddy's son. Said she started with the son and then went with P. Diddy. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've talked about Steve Harvey before. Even before his stuff came out, it was always something with Steve Harvey that didn't sit well with me. He remind me of Jay-Z and Beyonce. It's just something that just don't sit right with me with them, So, but that's enough about that stuff. That broke my heart about the Jaguar Wright thing. That broke my freaking heart. I hope it wasn't true, but she said it was a tape out there that she was crying and stuff, and people still had her back though. A lot of people had sympathy for her in the comments, so that was dope. Yeah. So damn. Woo! How could one man like that have so much of an influence on you? Ever thought about that? The influence he had over people? How the fuck did that happen? And I'm talking about major players.
He had the money,
politicians,
at the right time to help people in some major ways, and that's what
apparently. And they got pictures of Snoop right there with him. Wow. And that's crazy how me and you talked about the Snoop thing and it's coming back around. Wow. Lord Lamont, we be in a line. We be aligning up with shit we don't even realize. We just having a discussion. We don't even realize we lining up with shit. I see stuff we talk about all the time. All right, moving over. Focus on ourselves, children, family, and significant other. What you think, Lord Lamont? Our personal lives, right? Don't get wrapped up in too much celebrity gossip and all that stuff. What you looking up?
Nothing. I was just
right
thinking about. I was trying to find some, deeper. I was looking at some stuff on some celebrity stuff and some deeper content on, just the art of staying awoke, and it got me thinking about this video I was watching the other day. About thinking and about how there's layers to thinking, and there's this professor named Professor Bloom, and he came up with this pyramid, right? And it's this pyramid of thinking, and it's remembrance is at the bottom. There's remembering, analyzing, understanding, reiterating in your own words, so analyzing, and then finally at the top, creating. and how most people are stuck at just the remembering and don't realize it because of the nature of society, how society in survival doesn't reward creativity and deep thinking. It rewards efficiency, which is brought on through repetition and remembering and regurgitating without really thinking and using the energy. And it takes a lot of energy to think deeply, a lot
That's
more
true.
than on average.
That goes back to what me and you said about how P. Diddy is at the bottom of the pyramid. He's not as powerful as people think.
Right.
He just had a lot of influence. But the real power, like you said,
is the people that put him in the place that he's in.
Yeah.
It's the people that made them doors that saw this. Oh, look at this, and look at this little legacy he's trying to.
Yeah, and you got to be careful of narratives. They're getting really good at these narratives they're throwing out here and different celebs that they use. They're really, really sneaky.
They are.
Yeah.
But then when you see, wait a minute, it's the same company behind all these little different companies that had all these artists all die.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I just hope if 50 doing this, I hope he's doing it for a good cause. You know what I mean? I know he's gonna get paid anyway, but you know, do it to make hip hop better, to renew hip hop, to unfold things that's been tearing it down.
Right.
You
to
know,
make it better.
Yeah, not just because you have a hatred for P. Diddy or something like that. You know, because those things gonna come out anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Love is the way.
Yeah, so that's why I say this would be advice. This would be advice to the onlookers. Focus on ourselves, children and family and significant other. That's why I always make sure I have.
Do you have a charger, Pops?
Yeah, what kind of charger?
The USB-C. I should have asked for one way earlier.
Yeah, let me see. I'm done charging this. Let me see. Hold on. Yep, but that's the focus. Because that's how you and Trish maintain it. Because y'all focus on each other, right? Y'all still do your counseling thing or whatever?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I always be bragging about that. Telling people how you do that. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I don't know, like she'll get to argue. We'll get to arguing sometimes, right? She'll be like, feels like this is a toxic relationship," and I'm like, "No, it's not." Like, there's people out there who every night they're beating the shit out of each other.
Tell Trish the same thing I told you. Tell her to go on YouTube when she feels some kind of way and look at some of these relationships.
Right.
Look how some entitled some of these women are.
Right, and
it's unbelievable.
For real, and shit, you'll be like, "Oh my God, we have such a great relationship."
Yeah, y'all got a rock solid relationship.
We do.
Yeah, I mean, I seen this girl on there, man. She was sitting in the seat. She said, "You're not gonna take me out to eat? Look at me. Look how I look. You're not gonna take this?" Dude said, "Get out of the car. Get out of the car."
Right. I just said, "Wow."
Get out of the car. You ain't taking me going on no date? No. Get out of the car. And but like I said, it's little young, immature little girls. They're not women, you know. Mm-hmm. It's a bunch of whiny ass little immature girls that've been spoiled all their fucking life.
Old so quick.
Say that again.
And that gets old
Yeah,
so quick.
yeah. And a lot of guys, even the young guys, are wising up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's
you can go and get you a girl that's marginally hotter than that girl that is way cooler.
Yeah.
That's a little bit older and been through some shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Talk about the power of deflection.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of them be funny, but a lot of these girls, I'll say girls, not women, they ask for it themselves. Man, the videos I've been seeing.
And you know, a lot of them end up getting embarrassed.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
And humiliated.
And I'm like, don't nobody want to work, but what are you going to do? And like I said, I was telling you, I think I was telling you off mic how the strip clubs are empty. The clubs are empty now. Yeah. Men are not going to clubs anymore. A lot of some of these churches, the ones that are faulty, me and Aaron talked about it before. A lot of the seats in the churches are empty. A lot of people, I'm telling you, that's the good thing about some of this information that we're getting. People are wising up.
Because it's like all these families and people that grew up being like, you know, you don't mind, you don't matter. Yeah. You don't say nothing, you know, there ain't gonna be nothing.
Yep.
Right? Yep. And then my generation came around and we were like, what the fuck? Why is all this shit like this? Mm-hmm. Why is this like that? And then our parents would be like, nah, just shut up and chill. Don't worry about it. Before you get your ass whooped. Yep.
Yep.
You know, but we kept, even though we'd get our ass whooped sometimes, we would be like, but that ain't right, though.
Right.
That ain't right.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
So now, all of a sudden, and you know, and then the parents was like, eventually was like, damn, man, our kids are right.
Yeah.
And we've been saying this, and we were saying the same shit. We just was like, we didn't say nothing. Maybe, you know, look, they're saying something, and now, look, they're starting to get scared. Maybe we should need to be saying something, too. You know, and that's what the fuck is going on.
And you know, another person that's not trying to bring up the celebrity shit, but you know another person that's tied into that shit too. The old president, his ass in that
Trump?
shit too, allegedly. But he got some.
I don't think Trump really had a part in it. I think they're just trying to throw his ass under the
What,
water.
in the freak off shit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't been in any photos, but he did have some kind of. I don't think he been in any freak offs.
I guarantee he probably was at one of them.
Maybe.
Sure, but not at no freak off.
Right.
But he was at one of Diddy's parties. Sure.
Yeah. I'm sure he had some kind of ties.
Sure, Trump's a man like that, you know, who's gonna be out in the public socializing.
Yeah, you remember the picture I said I saw with Big Diddy and Obama? No, it was a video. I've never seen Obama look so nervous, and he had it. You know how he always be cool, have his jacket on and laid back. This dude looked like he just got done playing tennis. He had his jacket thrown over his shoulder. I think his sleeves was rolled up.
Oh shit! They probably was just smashing, bro.
And Diddy was standing beside him. And I could probably look it up. And he was like, "Yeah, what's up, y'all?" He was all happy. And,
oh hell yeah!
But that's the first time I seen Obama like off his square. He was kind of nervous, like a deer in the headlights.
Yeah,
I told you that. I told you about that though.
Shit, Michelle was probably in the background, fucking.
And this was
ass
a old
to motherfucking ankles and shit.
And I want people to really remember. Somebody gonna come across that video. I'm telling you, it's gonna pop up. I remember that video. I never forgot that how he acted. It was totally different than him speaking at a podium. He looked so fucking nervous. Yeah. He looked like Justin Bieber did.
Yeah,
when he was standing next to him.
Sinning. They was probably sinning.
Or he saw some shit.
And then Diddy was just, or that's what I'm saying.
Because they said,
and then they just went right to acting cool about it, like it wasn't no big thing.
Because they said Diddy had a very weird aura, and you felt it as soon as you came in the room with him. You felt this discomfort.
That's why Juvenile was like, "Nigga, you gay. Get away from me with that gay shit. We don't do that shit over here.
Yeah.
Gay ass nigga, stop talking to me."
Yeah, it's a platform.
You just can't be around that shit.
Yeah.
Because it's gross. Because then if you don't say nothing, then the motherfucker starts thinking you're like that.
Yeah. When you get a chance, subscribe to a channel called Unseen Horrors, and whoever this dude is, I don't know if he was I guess he was an intern, and he must have seen a lot of celebs because he talked about the Pac shooting and how he saw P Diddy right before he saw P Diddy staring at the elevators before it went down, and when they shot Pac. Man, he's talking about some inside shit that ain't nobody talking about, but he don't show his face. It's called Unseen Horrors, and he has been an intern. Yeah, and he talks about all that shit, that P Diddy shit, and how it was being around him. Because that's where I heard that from him. He said whenever you stepped into a room with P Diddy, he said it wasn't even energy. He said it was just a discomfort. You felt this weird discomfort aura around him.
Cause see, when people be doing evil shit, that energy lingers with them.
Yeah. So he said people always went in his office one way and came out another.
Literally, motherfuckers was getting raped out that motherfucker.
Or even if they didn't get to that, they just even if they just had a meeting, right? They came out.
You was getting
confused.
Violated.
Yeah.
Whether it was fucking psychologically. Or actually,
I think he started out psychologically first.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
Yeah. And he's a king manipulator. Yeah. Dude is a master manipulator. He's still a manipulator to this day.
Hell yeah. That
jail didn't stop shit.
Look at the sentencing that he got. You think that nigga got that sentencing just from his lawyer alone?
Right.
No, you know damn well his ass was sending letters to the judge, letters to the jury, letters to the fucking media, all kind of shit. That nigga's been using his mind.
Yeah.
Cause right now, even though he's behind bars, but that motherfucker's got some of the most power right now in his words in America.
You know, they said he sent 50 Cent some flowers a little bit after he put out that documentary.
Good.
And people don't know how it got to him.
His son is gonna try to kill 50 Cent.
I seen that in the media.
His son is gonna try to kill 50 Cent. It's already to there. It's already to there. I saw the one comment. And I was, hell no. It's already like that. I saw the picture of them both in the fucking thing of the tweet.
I mean, I know he's trying to.
Man, 50 Cent, I'll slap the shit out that
Yeah,
nigga when
somebody, I
see him.
seen that.
And then 50 said, bro, you got Wi-Fi and legacy money. I done got broke and rich 5 times, motherfucker, on 5 different things. You ain't fucking with me.
But
I'm already knowing. He's finna. His only reaction is he's gonna try to kill him now because he said that.
But 50 ain't one to get scared too fast. He been dealing with beef his whole
got a
life.
Whole gang and a whole lot of soldiers and a whole army.
And I know he's trying to come to his dad's honor, but bro, look what your dad did. What he was involved in, and he had chances to get out. You know,
and
he chose
you
not to
ride with your dad no matter what, because that's your pops.
Right.
At the same time, you gotta take your stand as a person and be like, I love my father, but I don't condone with that shit. I don't fuck with.
That's like saying my dad's a pedophile, but I love him and I'll back him up and I support him 100%.
Exactly. That's what it's like. It's like, what the fuck, bro?
He ruined people's lives. He caused people's demise, allegedly. You know.
See, and if he really cared, if his son really cared, he would be with the victims.
Because you don't see none of the other son. I think he's still staying away from him. If I'm not mistaken.
He's probably Sean Combs who? Huh?
Right.
Nah, that ain't my dad.
That's terrible. See, if he was doing right, doing what he's supposed to be, this wouldn't even be a discussion. If he would never done this shit, none of this would be happening.
But he done had these skeletons since way back.
And like me and you talked about karma. Karma's not selective. Karma is karma. I mean, come on. Whether it come out through 50 Cent or social media, you've been doing this shit. It's only going to go for so long. I mean, it's going to come out. Whether he did a documentary or not, the shit still is going to come out. Right. Just like the rest of these celebs they're trying to hide. All this shit they're trying to hide, even the 7 victims, I feel sorry for them. But the shit is going to come out later on.
Yep.
It's not going to stay hidden forever.
It can't.
Yeah.
It's too much evil and justice that needs... Justice has to be done. There's too much heinous shit.
Yeah. And too many people are digging. A lot of people are digging. Everybody out there digging. They coming up with photos.
The internet is ruthless.
I think somebody out there passing out photos, like making money from them, from those clips on the videos he had and all that shit. I think somebody out there selling them. And
probably
secretly,
some of these interns.
Yeah, secretly passing them out.
I got an intern with Diddy. I'm gonna record everything that happens just in case.
Yeah. So, I just hope 50 got his tracks covered, because I hate to say it, you know, I like him as an artist and as a person, but he been in that industry too. So we know how the industry get down.
Yep.
So all right. Well, we gonna about round it down. Let me see. Deflection. See, that stuff we was talking about. I really didn't want to touch on the celeb stuff too much, but that's why I say the power of deflection. And be a trailblazer out here, you know. Pay attention to things that are important, you know.
Right.
Leave a righteous impact. That's what's important. What's going to be left behind when we're not here. Right?
And who are we affecting with our words, you know?
Right.
In our everyday. That, too, I think is very important as well.
Yeah, because from years from now, let's say 10, 15 years from now, when everybody says that name, that's the first thing that's gonna pop in their head. The Diddy shit.
Right. And ain't that motherfucker that raped all them?
Now, when he passes on, guess who that trauma is gonna transfer on to?
His legacy, his family.
Okay, then his kids, and then it's gonna keep going. His grandkids.
Their whole legacy.
Yep. Who said that? Who? Somebody said that. He said that they said the karma might miss P. Diddy,
generation,
but it's gonna get to his kids. Yep. And his grandkids.
Yep.
I forgot who said that. Somebody said that.
The whole, wherever they go, as soon as they find out about it, the whole place is going to alienate and shun them.
See, then that's why you don't do shit like that. That's exactly why. And he affected so many people.
Yeah, they'll whisper nice things, but everybody, when they're not around, will say, don't be messing around with them. Da-da-da-da-da. Remember they daddy. Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree. You got to watch them.
Exactly. Yeah. So I said, be a trailblazer out here. Don't be out here fucking around. Because when we get past them 50s, get up in age, that's when it'll show.
And that's when a lot of that shit really matters,
yes.
too.
Yes.
Because, you know, because that's when I see, too, you know, a lot of people coming clean about shit, you know.
Yeah.
Like, that shit'll eat people alive.
Yes, it will.
Their whole 20s and 30s and 40s,
Yeah.
they get to getting old. And, you know, come to find out, Grandpa had Grandma in the fridge in the garage packed behind 50,000 boxes that we thought was random shit. Didn't tell nobody till, you know, we thought she ran away, left his ass. She forged a letter that said she won the lottery. Went to Hawaii and don't call her. She was sick of us.
I'm glad we got the power of deflection. Yeah, so that's our advice to others, you know. Deflect things. Don't listen to any and everything, especially in this media, because it's wild, you know. I always say, I said it this morning, observe it, but don't absorb it.
Right.
You know, like how we skimmed across those topics and those celebs, but we ain't caught up in this shit. Lord LAMONT have our little artists and stuff and people we like, but I don't think we really caught up like that. You know, we try to keep it positive.
Define my life.
Yeah, right, exactly. We got our own lives. Shoot, you and Trisha, y'all from getting ready to go to Nebraska and y'all ready to have fun. Shit, I want y'all taking no negative, bad shit with y'all. I want y'all to go have fun.
Hell no.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves. Yeah, some memories y'all create and y'all can talk about later on.
Stuff.
Heck yeah. Tell everybody say hi too.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Kayla is his sister and see, Tina. Tina gonna be there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Tina, Kayla, her husband. All right, that's cool. Yep. Tell everybody say happy holidays. Yep. Yeah. When he go. Yep. Lord LAMONT's gonna be leaving the 30th of this month. I mean, not the 30th.
24th.
The 24th. He gonna be back. What you say he gonna be back?
The 30th, the 25th, the 26th or 7th.
The 26th, yeah. So he going to see his mother and his sister,
Yeah.
and probably some other friends and stuff in Nebraska. Yeah, he spoke on Nebraska. That's where he used to tromp through the forest and walk through the woods and commit mayhem with his buddies when he was younger.
Try to derail trains and make anarchy aid.
Yeah, he said they was trying to create some chaos. Yeah, that nobody got hurt or nothing. No, nothing ever happened. You know, but that was just back in his young days. Yeah, but he definitely a person of power of deflection. Yes, he's come through a lot of adversity as well as myself. Yep. All right, well I'm gonna read this little summary on being a trailblazer, and then we gonna go ahead and salute you, divine warriors, on to your divine life. Again, thank those that listen to us. Look for more music from Lord LAMONT, myself, and L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Yep, and in power. Y'all know I bring her name up all the time. Yeah, I'll be playing her music periodically. And salute to my family, children, brothers and sisters in the world online. All right, leaders and teachers with a student spirit. I'm gonna read this little summary and let Lord LAMONT give his last little quotes and something positive saying. And again, we're gonna salute y'all on. All right. The spiritual power of being a trailblazer involves, the capacity to forge new paths, break generational cycles, like we were just talking about with that Diddy shit. You know, it's gonna pass down through generations. It's really kind of sad when you really break it down and think about it. It really is.
Right.
Man. Generational cycles, break generational cycles. Inspire others through courage and vision, and operate with a strong sense of divine purpose. This power is often rooted in a deep connection to a higher power and a willingness to defy conventional norms. You know, got like we were talking about the world being flat or round. You know.
Yeah, perspective.
Like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Just exploring. You know,
that's just it. Different sides of the same coin.
Yeah, something like the world and person, place, thing, and other things, you know. Conversate, talk about it, disagree to agree, and pay attention to the important things. Our health, for one.
Right. Amen.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and continue being a trailblazer. So, all right, well, it's been another great father and son discussion.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. Have a wonderful holiday. Spend time with our family, even when it's not holidays, you know. But it's nice
Christmas
when
spirit.
Yeah, it's nice to spend time with our family. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I reach out to many family members I can. I'm gonna say happy holidays, maybe to like my mom and your grandmother and your great uncle, and
be expecting a card.
Be expecting a card?
Yeah, with the sign too, a Christmas card.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yep, that's what's up. Yep, I think that was it. I think that was just about
By
everything. Monday? A card by Monday?
Yeah, and the sign.
Oh, it's gonna come here?
It's gonna be delivered to you.
Oh, it's delivered. Oh, okay. Thank you, son. All right. Yeah, it's a dope sign he made. Say EBX. Yeah. Lord Lamont on it.
Before 2.
Yeah, huh?
Before 2.
Before 2? Okay.
On Monday.
All right, let me see. Oh, yeah, because before I go to work. Yeah. All right. Yep. So thank those for coming in. We appreciate y'all. And just trying to inspire and uplift the fathers and the sons out there, and the mothers and the daughters. And again, from my family to other people's family, may we all, have that ultimate peace and have love, and stay away from toxic things. Don't absorb too much of the media. Observe it. And I want the best for everyone. I don't ever want, me and Lord Lamont, we want good for people, but people who live in a devilish life or not taking accountability, you're on your own. Life will teach you. Well, no matter what our opinions are, life, great divine, Mama Nature, gonna do what it do. And I said this morning, the sun has more power than any of us. Nothing is more powerful than the sun. Don't give a fuck how much influence, money, what the hell we got.
Right.
We ain't got no damn power.
Right. True.
Sun, what would the sun go out? Forever.
We would die.
Yeah, because nothing can't grow without the sun.
Right.
Think of how the sun make you feel.
We would die almost instantly.
Yeah.
Like we would die. We would die. We wouldn't be able to make the oxygen to breathe. Humanity would cease to live in a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I appreciate Mama Nature, because the sun is a part of it. A big, giant, huge part of it. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So know that power of deflection, brothers and sisters, and keep on being trailblazers, and leave a righteous. Think about what we're going to leave when we're not on this planet. Because some of us, we just scurrying around here, people on this social media doing stupid shit. And
right. We're not going to be here.
And all this shit is being recorded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it really makes me think, because I go back how, the celeb shit, I hate to keep going back to it, but people be going way back. Old pictures, old videos. Yeah, I be like, damn. Yeah, so. To me, that's why.
Look, you can go back to, and people have done this to so many celebrities, gone all the way back to their Facebooks when they weren't famous.
Yeah.
And, they called somebody a slur here. They said this here. They
stuff that we didn't pay attention to. Now this all this stuff is being exposed. You go back now, like, whoa, what the hell? Damn. That's why I like doing this with you. This memories. So. That's what I want us to leave behind. That, we had discussions and we tried to inspire others, and, tried our best to uplift souls, like people did us, because there's a time I didn't speak and do none of this. I used to do nothing but listen. Used to be in the chat rooms and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rather say something.
Yeah. Yeah. It just.
And listen, though, too. It's about balance.
It's a righteous ambition in us. And I say righteous because you can be ambitious about the wrong thing.
Right.
But it's just something in us, we like doing. It's good therapy, and we started liking it. Yeah. And so, and it just.
I want to build a real business off this.
It can. I mean, we can.
I would love for that to. That would be such a great story. Yeah. And that's what I want.
See, that's I'm gonna have to move out the seat and let you get in there, because you know all the technical shit.
Yeah, and then that's what we can leave behind for my kids when I have kids.
That's true, and that's what I tell people. I tell people that on here all the time.
Damn.
Yeah, I said Lord Lamont is gonna carry the legacy on. That's gonna be him, and Ethan, and so on and so forth. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So again, thank those for coming in, and
I believe in us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. No, we like a lot of us out here. A lot of our warriors out here.
I believe in y'all too.
Yeah. Yeah. We believe in the listeners, because there be some intelligent people that be in them comments. They do.
For real.
You got a lot of.
Too many intelligent people have been silenced for too long.
Yeah. And we've been having some comments been riding along with us since we started doing this. Real talk. Yeah.
Shout out to day one.
Yep. So Lord Lamont, myself, we're gonna get out of here, and yep. And what you gonna do to continue being a trailblazer in this life?
Push positivity.
Right.
And not only speak it, but live it.
Yeah. That's some good advice. Live it. Don't just speak it, live it. Real talk. So Well, we out of here. EBS Cares and
Lord Lamont.
Yep, and we're going to catch y'all on the next EBX and Lord Lamont show. And as I said on the banner here, this is a representation of a solid place of meditation where we let nothing penetrate, get in, keep us focused, and it's drawing power from Kemet, because this is a depiction of Kemet, the pyramids, and actually that's where a lot of principles and like the Kashi records and Mayat and all that shit.
Yeah.
So where it all stemmed from.
Yeah, the Egyptians, man, they were very aware.
Yeah, and that's what like the laws of the land, all that stuff. All that shit came from Kemet. All that shit come from there. But they called it principles. They didn't call it rules.
Right.
Yeah, because they went by. You supposed to already know. Shouldn't have to have
exactly,
rules.
because it's inherent in our souls.
Exactly. Yeah, and somewhere along the line that got broken and changed and
control.
Yep. So, all right, see how we going? We could probably go another hour, but we ain't, because Lord Lamont got to get out of here, and I got to go see Ethan. Yep, I ain't gonna be able to stay there very long. Yeah, but we gonna get out of here though. Thank y'all. Thank those for coming in. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, and we gonna catch y'all on the next Father and Son discussion, EBX and Lord Lamont show. I know I said it about 10,000 times. But
Yeah.
Yep.
10,000 more.
I know, right? Yeah. So we gonna catch y'all on the next one.
Yeah.
Let me see. Turn this up a little bit. Right there. Yep. But thank those for coming in. We appreciate y'all. Stay great.
Happy holidays.
Yep. Lord Lamont said happy holidays, and we gonna salute you, Divine Warriors on, to your divine life. Keep being the trailblazers that we are, generals. Salute.